Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Spring Grove High School in Spring Grove, PA, for tonight's quarterfinal PIAA basketball playoff action between the Hollidaysburg Area High School Tigers and your Spring Grove Area High School Rockets. I'm Dr. George Ioannidis, and I'm joined by Coach Ben Louie to bring you tonight's action from Spring Grove. Coach Louie.
Good evening, and we're just excited to be here for this 5A state tournament opening round game. Just a lot of energy here. We have some limited spectators with us tonight here, all observing proper protocols, but just a great night. Two good quality basketball teams here with some good traditions, in the past couple of years, really squaring off here. So as we're kind of approaching game time, Dr. R, why don't you give us a little bit of an update here on the visiting Tigers?
Certainly, Coach Louie. We'll talk about Hollidaysburg. We haven't seen much of them. However, a trail of success comes behind them as they have captured District 6 5A gold 3 times in the last 5 years since the expansion to 6 classifications. They are led by Marin Miller, a junior on this Lady Tiger team, who was recently named Altoona Mirror Athlete of the Week after the performance against Central Mountain in last week's playoff game. The Lady Tigers come into the matchup with a 9-5 record, 9-5 record, after competing as an independent this year with a 7-5 mark. They've beaten DuBois area and Central Mountain in their 2 playoff games, and they bring a very exciting up-tempo game. And Coach Deanna Jubeck has said that one of the keys to the game is going to be to stop the transition game of Spring Grove. And Coach Louie, tell us a little bit more about Spring Grove and how they look for tonight's matchup.
Yeah, so Spring Grove is coming into the matchup tonight as the District 3 champion, coming out of PIAA Division 1. Overall record of 20-2, a league record of actually 13-1 when we count the last 2 playoff games there. So the Rockets are coming in here really on fire, winning 13 in a row, winning all 4 of the district playoff games by double digits. On the season, averaging about 61 points a game, giving up 42. So it's been a real solid season. The Rockets are led this year by senior Ella Kale, and she's averaging 17.7 points a game, shooting over 40% from 3. And so just a good starting lineup here of Leah Kale, Addison Wagman, Ella Kale, Hannah Garrison, and Layla Campbell. So we're going to quiet down here as we get ready to have the PA announcer, I guess, take us through the pregame stuff.
Yep. Thank you, Coach Louie. It's exciting to see playoff basketball here in Spring Grove and the success that our Lady Rockets have experienced. We're going to turn over to the public address system, and we'll be with you shortly for the play-by-play.
And now, good evening and welcome to Spring Grove Area High School for tonight's PIAA Class 5A State Quarterfinal playoff game. Tonight's game features the District 6 champion Golden Tigers of Hollidaysburg High School and the District 3 champion Rockets of Spring Grove High School. We would like to congratulate both teams on their successful seasons and making it to the state playoffs. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the Golden Tigers of Hollidaysburg, a junior, number 14, Marin Miller. Riley Patacha. And a sophomore number 33, Ashton Smith. The Golden Tigers are coached by Deanna Jubek, assisted by Dean Adams, Jill Hyman, and Tim Peach. And now for the Springboro Rockets. A sophomore, number 1, Leah Cagle. A junior, number 4, Addison Wagner. A senior, number 22, Ella Cagle. A freshman, number 23, Hannah Patterson. And a freshman, number 33, Layla Pender. The Rockets are coached by Troy Sowers, assisted by Noah Sowers, Eric Sowers, Brian Campbell, and Lexi Huffman. Your officials for tonight, Annie Hine, Willie Harris, and John Seahat. Now with pride and respect, please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, and good luck to both teams.
Coach Louis, it promises to be a very exciting match this evening. Keys to the game from your perspective.
Well, as you kind of said earlier, I mean, the Spring Grove team likes to get out and get up and down the floor. We got some good shooters, so I think they're going to look to keep doing what they're doing. They're a scrappy team, locked down on defense, and as Coach told you before the game, they're going to be trying to get back on defense and stop those easy transition buckets and keep an eye on the shooters.
That's very, very correct. The Tigers are led by junior guard Marin Miller, who is very close to achieving a 1,000-point mark in her junior year. Sophomore guard Cindy Lear is also a featured player, and we're ready for the tip-off, so we'll let the ladies define the action, and we'll do our best to commentate.
And the Rockets have the opening tip, and here we go. Immediately getting the ball inside.
Really good ball movement to start the game. It's an unfortunate miss, but...
Yep, and they're quick to get the shot off, and there we are with the 3-ball right off the first pass.
And that was the usual suspect, Marin Miller, with that 3-ball.
Yep, Marin Miller with that one. So the Rockets, here we are moving. Oh, we got the ball in. Nice block-to-block screen, and we get the 2. Good ball movement, good execution right there by the Rockets. And it looks like Hollidaysburg is going to really look to shoot the ball quick. Probably trying to keep that pace up to match the Rockets.
That's correct, Coach Louis, and I think they're taking a look at prior film from the Rockets' wins by more than double-digit victories, and they want to make sure that they can stay in pace with them.
And there they got back, but the 3 ball's up. It's no good. Battling for the rebound underneath, and the Lady Tigers have it. Oh, lost track of her. Oh, she missed it. And here are the Rockets out in transition, with Layla pushing the ball, taking it all the way in. Nice drive for the 2.
I think Coach Sowers has to be happy with the transition game as well as the rebounding. I think both Hannah and Layla are really making some space underneath.
Definitely. And as a coach, I mean, when your forwards can run the floor like that, basically go coast to coast, I mean, that's something that you don't have often.
Absolutely. Agreed, Coach.
And so here we are going to the line here. Number 4, Sydney Lear. A little off there on the first one.
Sydney had 15 points in last week's victory over Central Mountain to bring the Lady Tigers to this game. So she's one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I believe I read an article that she was heating up at just the right time for them. So, all right, here we go. A little bit of full court man-to-man by the Tigers. It looks like they're switching screens. A lot of battle underneath for the rebounds. Oh, that's a deep three ball. And we actually had pretty good positioning, but those long rebounds on long threes are sometimes hard to get. We got her stuck there. She's up. Oh. And another rebound there for the Tigers. So we got... After starting off with some fast shots, they've kind of settled down here, pretty patient on this possession.
It's going to be interesting to see how Coach Jubeck transitions her team from that up-tempo game to now slowing it down, and then see what happens the next time around they come down the court.
But the Rockets are, defensively are holding their ground here. There we have a blocked shot
that was
by Addison Wagman.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you notice here what we're seeing, the Rockets are doing a good job keeping things in front of them. We're rotating around on defense. I think that's the second block shot we've had now tonight too. But we got to clean up the glass. I think the Tigers have had 3 or 4. Well, and there we get a player control foul.
That's very good. Layla positioned herself underneath the basket, anticipated well, and got the call.
Yep, and that's what you want. When you're going to cut off the baseline, you get all the way down there, put your foot right on that baseline, make sure she can't get through. All right, so the Rockets are set up. We get a little drive and kick, another drive, and there's a little floater. No good, but Layla with the rebound. We got a 3 from the corner, and that's good.
Wow, that was a much-needed shot.
Kale pushing the ball up quick. Addison looking to drive, but they cut that off pretty good. I'd say pretty good job getting back there on defense. There's another 3.
Oh, my goodness.
And another 3 ball by Ella Kale. Puts the Rockets up now 10-4. There we see it on the replay. Oh, we had a double team out there. And they passed out of that. And then number 4.
That was Sydney Lear again.
Yep, there's Lear again. All right, Rockets bringing it up slow here, getting set in their half court. We're feeding the ball inside. Oh, nice move inside. Tell you what, she just backed her right down, was inside the lane. Nice entry pass, an easy bucket right there.
She did, Coach, and I think that's one thing that Coach Schubeck from the Lady Tigers did not want to see, that quick transition game. And
tell you, they really are hustling on the glass, though, both teams. It's a pretty physical game. There's the pitch ahead, out to the corner. Wagman for 3. And just a little strong rebound there by number 15, Taylor Smith.
And Marin Miller's bringing the ball up the court and trying to make something out of an errant drive.
She kicks that out there. Oh,
No.
man, we're telling you, the offensive rebounds are really been not hurting us. It hurt us there, but we've given up a few.
I think Coach Sowers is going to have a few conversations about that at halftime.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be happy about that. You know, you can't give teams multiple chances to score. Really, really good ball movement. There's another kick out. And there's a nice 2 by 23, Hannah Garrison. And the Rockets back on defense.
It's really good to see both freshmen involved in the offense, Coach Louie, both Hannah and Layla. And it's got to be a good sign for the rest of the game for Coach Sowers.
Oh, yeah. There's another deep 3 by Miller. No good. And here's that run out. Oh, but she got back nice. Look at that hustle there for the jump ball. That was Addison Wagner and Sydney Lear. We called Sydney Lear's name a couple of times tonight. So
we have.
I'll tell you what I really like to see is both these teams are really battling. I mean, I guess that's to be expected when you're in the first round of states, but if they were nervous, they're not showing it.
You're absolutely
here
right,
we got
Coach.
the double team trap in the backcourt, the turnover, and the easy bucket there by Layla Campbell.
Coach Sowers must have seen something that he felt he could take advantage here in the early part of the game as we head towards the end of the first quarter. Good ball movement by the Tigers, but doesn't end well.
And that's a couple of trips down. They've had good ball movement and missed an easy layup. So, you know, Coach is definitely going to want them to tighten that up. That's a good take there. I think a pretty good no call. The fans here didn't necessarily agree, but from my perspective, quick shot, and here comes the Rockets. Layla Campbell running the floor, and with the nice right-handed 2, and we got a timeout there by Spring Grove.
It
there
looks
you
like
see that layup by the coach.
And
our statistician here is just informed me that's 10 points already here in the first quarter for Layla Campbell.
Wow, that's got to be good news for the Rockets, and I can tell you that given the success that the Hollidaysburg Lady Tigers have had, definitely getting out to that early lead is going to help calm the nerves down for the rest of the game. When you look back to they're on the 6-game win streak, and they've been beating people by a fairly comfortable margin. Not quite the way Spring Grove has, but definitely in double digits.
Yeah, their last 4 games they've scored 56, 59, 66, and 56. So, it's 18-9 here with 1:30 left. So they're definitely going to have to pick up the scoring, but really they got to shut down the defense. I mean, Spring Grove's on pace here to put up 80. Here's the trap again in the backcourt. They pass over the top. There were some openings there, but Hadjic was unable to see it. That's just really good defense right there. Looks like they're going the 1-4 high set right here. I'll tell you what, the Tigers look a little bit out of sync. A lot of standing around right now as I think they're kind of a little bit shell-shocked, but there you go.
There you go.
There's
Maren
a nice
Miller
bucket
again.
Yep. Miller comes through.
That was much needed for the Lady Tigers as we approach the end of the first quarter.
Yes. I think as you're looking at that possession, like didn't look like anybody was really ready to take the shot. Well, Spring Grove's ready to take the shot, and there it is. There's another 3 ball. That's by Ella Kale. That's her 3rd 3 for the night. In fact, so that's a good thing for the Rockets. We're getting it inside, and they're hitting the outside shots.
And it's exactly what Coach Jubek did not want to see, is Coach Sowers implementing his game plan for the first quarter.
Well, and that's the thing with Spring Grove. I mean, they're multi-dimensional. I mean, with the players they have inside, plus the ability to shoot the ball from the outside. There's a nice block. And again, a shot inside that was missed. We have I thought it was a jump ball. They're calling a foul there.
I thought so
Miller.
too, Coach.
Yep. So that really won't. 2.1 seconds left here. Let's see if the Rockets are going to try to get a shot off. Are they going to run some kind of play? And is that, long ball there. All right, so here we are at the end of the first quarter with the Rockets with a 10-point lead, 21-11. I'll tell you, Doctor, 21 points in the first quarter. That's on pace to score 84 for the game.
And it's very impressive considering the pressure that the Lady Tigers placed. And though I have to say, I'm not surprised by seeing that. Despite their record, the Hollidaysburg is ranked 17th in the power rankings for 5A, with, of course, our Lady Rockets ranked 3rd. But they are really playing. It's a tough team, and I think they're missing the opportunity to have multiple games. Competing as an independent left them open in their schedule, which I think would have benefited them to get that game time experience for some of their younger players.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that when we talked to Coach before the game, unfortunately they're not being in a league right now, looking to get into the Mountain League next year, but they had some games canceled down the stretch because the priority for other teams was playing their league games, and with the COVID and rescheduling, and so they're definitely coming in here having not been tested probably quite the same as the Rockets, but nonetheless, honestly, they missed probably 3 or 4 point-blank layup shots. So they make both of those, it's a different ball game. So,
absolutely.
I think that's, if I'm coach, that's what I was saying at that break. Look, don't look at the scoreboard. We're getting what we want. We've got to get back. We've got to get a hand up in those shooters, but we're going to be okay. With that, they get the stop here on the first possession. But you were right, that last possession, that long possession where Miller made that shot, that had to be a little bit of a confidence boost for him.
Absolutely. And again, she's running the point. She's the one that's bringing the team down and directing the attack. Again, the Rockets converging on the ball handlers.
Yep, just, trying to keep everything in front of you. They're setting those screens. They're hedging the ball screen, but not switching it, which is good. And there's just a great play inside, staying in front, hand up, gets the block. Here's Campbell running the floor, gets her own rebound.
Yep.
Oh, man, I think they missed a foul on both of those shots. Honestly, that was a good, strong take. And there you go, Miller down the other way with the easy 2. So they're getting out and running now.
Well, again, we're down to single digits now, and I think Coach Sowers is telling the ladies to just settle down, get the ball movement, get back to their game plan. Missed rebound opportunity by Hannah Garrison, but again, fighting for every ball.
Well, I'll tell you, they're really letting them play here tonight. There's this.
They are.
If I'm the coach there, I see her with that take. She's getting hip checked and bounced around, no call. But we saw the same thing at this end. As a coach, that's what you always want, consistency.
Right. That's right. And hey, coach, it's playoff basketball right now. We're in the Elite 8.
You got to be ready. You got to come ready to play. It's going to be a battle.
Marin Miller again handling the ball.
Miller with the ball out front. And the Rockets, really, really keying on her. Leah Kale's just kind of been all over her tonight. Not giving her really any room. She's had to take some shots from way downtown. Tell you, I don't see there's not a lot of ball movement happening here for the Tigers. That's a nice strong rebound inside by Hadacek. Switches to the left. Look at that left-handed finish, Doctor.
Hadacek is going to she's going to be tough to handle underneath. I think both Hannah and Layla are going to have to step up their game a little bit. Now, Allison Hadacek, she is a sophomore. She's young.
And there we got a jump ball on this end. That was a really good look there by Wagman, but it just didn't go down. All right, both coaches yelling out things here. It's very intense. Looks like Hollidaysburg staying in man-to-man. There's the take and the look, and there's the foul. All right, good strong take right there.
Coach Louie, as we set up for
Garrison.
As we set up for the free throw here, it's interesting to note both teams are young with a single senior on the starting lineup. and a lot of good prospects for future success for both teams.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's rare to be, in the state tournament like this and have two teams that are really being run by freshmen, sophomores. There's just very few upperclassmen that are on the floor.
Yep.
So I think we're going to see a lot of both of these teams in the coming years.
Absolutely.
And there's a
There we go.
nice free throw there. So we got the 8-point lead here by the Rockets. Lady Tigers looking to do something about that. There's a high ball screen, and it's blocked.
Oh,
But she fights for it. Oh, and there's the 3 ball by 34. Hadajek. So last possession, she's inside. This possession takes the 3. Nothing but net. Beautiful shot there you can see on the replay. And that's got him back in it. We're a 5-point game here. Rockets with the ball.
we need to settle down our girls a little bit, Coach, and I think a timeout might be in order with the next bucket.
It's one of those tough things as a coach, I tell you. Sometimes you try to, and right there. And that's exactly why sometimes you don't want the timeout. Coach has a lot of trust in these girls, even though they're young. And I know when I was coaching, it's always like, do I call that timeout or do I let them play through it? Looks like he's letting them play through it.
Yeah,
There's a big possession here,
Absolutely it is.
The Tigers are really putting the pressure on here. Rockets need to get a bucket here to keep that lead up. Again, good ball movement. We get the ball in to. Oh, that was a great kick, but we're patient. Let's just keep looking for the good shot. There's a high ball screen, and they defended it well, but there's the 3 ball.
Goodness,
Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Ella Kale. I believe that's her 4th 3 on the night. Indeed, it is.
That's spectacular. Much
there
needed.
We got a hand check on the side. You know what? That's a good foul, honestly. Right there. You get
Agreed.
beat. Don't give up the easy layup. But, man, that 3 ball came at just the right time. Ooh.
That was Sydney Lear again with
nice,
the bucket. That was
nice.
a very quick response to the three-pointer by Ella.
Nice little inbound play there. Oh, that's just. That was a real nice take. Switch to from left to right, but the ball just couldn't fall. And there's a step back. A little bit strong, but there they are with the rebound. Again, the offensive rebound, and there's Miller from downtown, very strong.
That was a collegiate three-point play.
Yeah. She's their scorer, and you got to let your scorer shoot, but got to maybe wonder right there if that wasn't a little too far.
Yeah.
Again, we haven't really seen them play a whole lot, so I don't know exactly what their style is. There's a good take, but defended pretty well.
Good positioning by Layla to close up the gap there.
Yeah. Number 13 there, that's Cameron Figard that is now in the game for the Tigers. That was a nice inside out.
Yep. And she's one of the few upperclassmen that gets playing time for the Lady Tigers.
Tigers are slowing it down here. And there's the
shot. Oh, my God.
That shot was in and out. But there she is. That's that upperclassman cleaning up the glass. Putting that 2 points in. That forces Coach Sowers to call the timeout. As now the lead's down to 4. So, Rockets with 21 coming out of the first quarter. Only scored 5 here in this quarter.
And some other playoff news while we have this little quick timeout, Coach. We have some scores from across the state. Our friends at DeLone Catholic defeated Tyrone 58-48 in 4A action. And in our 5A bracket, Chartiers Valley beat Warren 61-38, and Cardinal O'Hara beat Bethlehem Catholic 64-55.
So the winner of this game then, Dr. I, is going to play who?
I believe it's Chartiers Valley.
Okay. All right, well, we're back in the action here after the timeout. Tell you, that's a nice rebound, and then kick out. There's the 3 ball, no good. But Campbell with the rebound and the putback. Right there, two offensive rebounds on that possession leads to 2 points for the Rockets.
I have to wonder if the 2 rebounds are more important than the 2 points.
Yeah. Yep. There we got a little sloppy on the defensive end. It was a good move there to the baseline and got called with the block foul. I remember that last inbound. I actually missed it. It happened so quick. Let's see what they got running here. We defended that better, but they still get the ball in. There's the kick out. Oh, that's a nice solid drive. The foul there. Looks like it's going to be charged to Natalia Dabb. But really a good take there by Allison Hedajek.
Yeah, she's really coming through for the Tigers. Going to the line now for 2.
Yep, shooting 2. She's got a really, really soft shot. Yep, looked real good there. And so she's 2 for 2 there on that trip. Again, another thing that you like to see when your post players can hit the shots at the free throw line. The Rockets back down, some good ball movement, and they leave Layla all alone inside. Again, You don't really want to do that, do you?
No, you don't.
Dr.
And a step behind, and that puts her onto the free throw line.
And I'll tell you, I think that was a result of some good ball movement by the Rockets and really trying to close out on those shooters. Yeah. When you're good, got good shooters on the outside, that opens things up on the inside a lot for your post players.
Now we need to capitalize on those opportunities at the charity stripe. And I think overall the ladies have been very good with their shooting. It's just, again, it's playoff basketball.
Yep.
There we go.
There's not going to be any gimmies when you get to this level of the playoffs, that's for sure. I can't see what the call was there. I believe they called. I believe that's going against
Leah Kale.
Leah Kale, yeah, with the block. How many fouls is that on her? That's only her first. All right, we're in pretty good shape. 5 team fouls for each team. So again, that's pretty balanced. Oh, tell you, they're really looking to get the ball inside now. They're spreading it out, and Hedajek is really, really moving well. She's coming off that high elbow, flashing down to the block, entry pass there, and the defense collapses but gives up the foul.
And we see Hannah Garrison getting ready to come back in.
Yep.
As Hedajek puts in her 3rd free throw in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, how many points do we have there now for Hedajek? So she got 8 points.
9.
Right there, make that 9. And we're back to a 4-point game. 3-point game, 29-26. So again, the Rockets need to get a good look here. We need to get a good look. And
Coach, I think we got that good look.
We got that look, and we got
Layla Campbell's
a little
really
bit of a friendly home court roll there, maybe on the rim. That
that's
ball was
okay.
hanging there, but it goes down. That's all that counts. It's not how it goes through; it's just if it does. That's 15 now for Layla, so she's really carrying us. It's great defense there to go cut that off. Oh, nice pump fake there, and then a good drive. By number 13, Cameron Figard. So the Lady Tigers go down and answer, and there's the 3 up and no good.
Almost.
Nice box out there by Hedajek. And there you can see, yep.
1-point
Marie
game,
Miller.
Coach.
She was feeling it. You could just kind of tell she was going to get to the rim. She was going to get a shot up. And now it's a 1-point game. Now we have a tie-up, jump ball, and it's going to stay here with the Rockets.
I think we're going to be working for that final shot with 19.2 seconds left. Need
Oh, no,
Oh,
wait
it
a
looks
minute.
like it's
No,
going to be
no.
Tiger basketball.
Yeah, Tigers.
Need a stop
official
here to
was
keep
looked
keep
like
the
she was-
momentum on our side. Right now, it seems to have swung over
Yeah,
to the
yep.
visitors.
I think they got it corrected. If that's what you want, come together, get it right. So we got 15 seconds. What are they going to do? That's a nice drive, but just doesn't get the shot, and then the ball tied up. Campbell there getting some two hands on it. A couple Tigers had their hands in there too, but
that ball
she's
wasn't
able to-
going anywhere.
nope. She got a hold of that. You could see it even from way up here where we are. She wasn't letting anybody take that ball from her. So we got 8 seconds. Be nice to get a bucket here for the Rockets. And the kick to the corner, Wagman for three, and it's short. And all right, good rebound
good,
there.
Good try.
Rebound,
we still
but
have
not
the
enough
lead.
time. So there we have it. Here we are at the half with 31-33. So that was a great quarter there by the Tigers. So whatever Coach said at the court break there at the quarter, they came out, playing a little bit of a different game here in the second quarter.
It's interesting to see the path that the two teams have had. Spring Grove, as we mentioned earlier, with multiple games above what Hollidaysburg has played. The Lady Tigers in their district tournament defeated DuBois area and then followed up with a victory, a 56-40 victory over Central Mountain to avenge an earlier loss in the season.
I was going to say that earlier loss really stung. They played them back earlier in the year and lost 72-45 to Central Mountain. So I'm sure they were excited about getting that win.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so if we just look at the path between both teams, so we got some. We got some information.
We have a
here about
special guest
fellow Rocket
this afternoon, Coach Louie.
Daniel Gibson was swimming today in the state finals and finished 6th in the 50-meter freestyle. So congratulations to Daniel Gordon.
That's terrific news to hear. And here to celebrate all Rocket athletics in the postseason is our high school principal, Dr. David Dietrich.
Good evening, Rockets. Excited to be here. Just excited to watch our ladies compete this evening. They've been fun to watch all year long, and this night is no exception. Just a great game here tonight, Mr. Louie, Dr. Ioannidis. 31-30 at the half. Really exciting to see this. As you updated on Daniel Gordon, that was another student-athlete we were following here in the postseason. So excellent job and congratulations to Daniel. 6th in the state in the 50. That's just outstanding effort on his part, and we're excited for him. We're also starting our spring season. We're super excited about that, and we know as the governor's orders have changed a little bit, we are really excited to see more fans at the spring sports this year in the outdoor arena for lacrosse, girls and boys lacrosse, track and field, inside for boys volleyball this year, and so we're super excited about that. This evening, I always like to give a shout out to our SG Live crew with our AVJ students, led by Mr. Richards. These guys do a phenomenal job. As I was coming up here, I saw the starting five projected onto the screen. I feel like that was a new addition here this year. Just a phenomenal work that they do, and just I'm excited to be here, guys.
Yeah, well, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, we can't say enough about this crew. We didn't really get time to talk about it, but other than us older guys here, I guess, calling the game, the rest of everything that you're seeing and hearing, all of this is really being run by a student production crew. I think we have a graphic that we can pull up here. If I can get the crew to get that. There we go. So here's our SG Live broadcast crew. Director Gracie Priest, Assistant Director Max
Sasajima.
Thank you there, Dr. Dietrich. I didn't want to say it wrong, Max. Switchers, Cole Sterner, and then a bunch of camera operators, Donnie Cope, Luca Vito, Vieira Jordan, Justin Louie, Cami Ayers, Dylan Pierce, and Kendall Hibner. And again, I can't say enough about the students, about Mr. Richards and what he's doing. it's a lot of work. The kids got here about 3:30, 4 o'clock today, getting things set up. I was working with a couple of them yesterday on those graphics to get ready. They really enjoy it, but they really do a great job. We're fortunate to have that, to be able to, for you guys at home, to be able to be watching.
And for you viewers that are out there, I just want to put this in perspective. Our student athletes are competing and practicing about 6 days a week. And you look at our students in SG Live, they are producing and airing our home competitions, every home competition for the winter sports. They are putting a ton of time in, and they do a phenomenal job. And I will tell you that principals from around York County, families from around Spring Grove, they see the work that our students are doing, and Spring Grove SG Live is setting the bar with what we're doing with our audiovisual program. So we are super excited about the work they're doing and so proud of them.
Yeah, I couldn't really say it any better. And my children go to a different school, and I'll tell you, I hear all kinds of good things from the parents at Southwestern of how good our production is. So yeah, can't say enough about them.
It's going to keep getting better. We're excited to see where this goes.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Dietrich. I also want to take a moment to thank the folks that make this possible. Quite frankly, it's the entire community of Spring Grove who are represented by our school board, who have given of their time all these years, countless hours of volunteer time to make these things happen. Everything from the athletics to the production to our curricular programs. We also want to do a shout out to our athletic department, our athletic coordinator, Mr. Wagner, our trainer, Mr. Fleming, who make sure that our athletes are prepared. And of course, our high school administration, Dr. Dietrich, assistant principals, Dr. Intrieri, Mr. Earhart, the entire faculty and support team in the high school, but as well throughout the district. And of course, we do need to do a shout out to Robin Gobrecht, who heads our high school cafeteria and makes sure that all of our students are well fed. It's an incredible experience here at Spring Grove. We're proud of our Lady Rockets, how far they've advanced. And I also want to make a notation here that we also had a Tommy Dressler who competed in the deep run into the playoffs into the wrestling tournament. And we do a shout out to him. We also want to acknowledge an alum, Eli Brooks, and his Michigan Wolverines were 80-66 winners today in their first round game in the NCAA tournament. So well done to him and to all of our alumni who represent us well.
Yeah, so Dr. I, as we see the Lady Tigers are back out shooting around. We got some halftime stats here that came to us from Mrs. Eckenrode. So let's start with the visiting Tigers. As we suspected, they're being led by Marin Myers with 11 points, followed by Hadjic with 9, and Figured coming off the bench with 6.
Yeah, that's actually a little bit of a surprise. Marin, we expected would be a little bit more. She averages nearly 32 points a game, and as we said, she's closing in on 1,000 for her career. We're certain that she'll get that very quickly, if not this year. We hope not this year if it's at our expense, but certainly into the next year. What does Spring Grove stats look like, Coach Louie?
And so if we look at that, we got to start right away inside with Layla Campbell. She's leading the way with 15 points and 10 rebounds. So a double-double in the first half.
That's impressive. Very impressive.
She definitely has come to play tonight. And then Ella Kale is our second leading scorer with 12 off of 4 made three-pointers. If we look at the two teams together, it appeared that, it looked like they were going to have the rebounding advantage, but according to our statistics here, 16 rebounds for the Rockets, 14 rebounds for the Lady Tigers.
And Coach Louie, interestingly, we only have 3 of our ladies who have scored. In addition to Layla and Ella, Hannah Garrison is the only other Lady Rocket who is on the score sheet for Spring Grove. If the game plan is going to hold, Coach Sowers has got to figure a way to rotate get the ball rotation and get it into the hands of our other scorers.
Yeah, and I mean, if we look at throughout the year, Ella and Layla have led the team. Layla averaging 15.9 a game, Ella was 17, but Addison Wagman on the season averaging 12 and a half, and she's not been able to find the basket yet. So hopefully that turns around for her here in the second half, and we can get things going. So Rockets are in halftime there for a good long while. They're just now coming back out onto the floor. So Coach Sowers, probably just going through some things with them, that maybe some adjustments that they need to make to kind of get back to their winning ways of the first quarter.
That's correct, Coach Louis. And Coach Sowers has been here before. He has 23 years as a head varsity coach. He has won district titles with York High men's team. Now with the first hardware brought home this year with our Lady Rockets, looking to make a deeper run in the playoffs. So here we go. Inbounding will be the Lady Tigers.
Yep, Tigers with the ball here to start. And it looks like they're back with their starting lineup, I believe. Yes. And the same with the Rockets. That's really good ball movement to start. Get the ball inside to Hadajek. The defense collapsed on her, and just a nice around the defender's back pass to the teammate for the two.
That was just a textbook drive for the Tigers, and I think this is the first lead of the game for them.
Not 100% sure, but I think that probably is correct. And now they're getting out and running. And I think that's going the other way.
Back.
Yes,
Yep.
Good positioning by Wagman. We get the foul there on Ashton Stitt. That was just textbook block out right there. And that's what you got to get. Limit the other team to one shot. So let's see what the Rockets do here on offense. Looks like we're kind of spreading out. And wow, they're letting them play.
They certainly are, Coach.
Whew.
You can see it in the replay there.
Yeah, that was a nice take, but I think a pretty good defense too. I'd be screaming if I was the coach on that one. And there's a little bit of an off-balance shot. Really good defense right there. And the Rockets out in transition, looking the ball inside. 3 defenders collapse. Let's get this. There's the swing pass. And there is somewhat errant shot, but
Yep.
Garrison cleaned that up for the easy two.
And again, that lead in the rebounds for us is definitely keeping us in the game and allowing us a little flexibility.
Beautiful pump fake. Nice soft shot off the glass.
Marin Miller, again, is showing her worth here for Coach Jubek.
Yeah, she's putting the team on her back here. An errant pass. It goes out of bounds, and that's going to be the ball back to the Lady Tigers. There hasn't been a lot of turnovers tonight. It's been a pretty clean game for the most part. So Spring Grove clinging to the 1-point lead here. Nice play there to deflect that. Almost the save. There, good decision, not saving the ball at the opponent's basket. So Leah Kale is charged here with sticking with her. That's a nice looking shot, but it doesn't go down. Rockets are in transition. And their coach has to be happy. They got back there and didn't give up anything easy. There's Addie Wagman. Another nice rebound, and this putback doesn't go, and then the foul. Tell you, Hannah Garrison has kind of been a spark for us a couple times tonight, just getting those offensive rebounds, being active.
She has.
And on the glass, let's see if she can convert these.
I think her rebounding play is definitely a good sign for the Rockets, getting that first and second look underneath the basket. Now we need to convert. And there we go.
There we go. She converts on the second one, so we come away with 1 2-point game here, midway through the third. Tell you, Marin, very comfortable. There's the 3 ball. Doesn't go. And a nice hustle by both teams there to try to secure that loose ball. Ball is going to be staying with the Tigers.
Again, the Tigers keeping their starting lineup out on the floor. No substitutions yet. And Hannah Garrison again coming up big.
Oh, really quick jump ball, and the crowd is not liking that. Not liking that.
Not at all.
Pretty good dribble drive there by Miller. Just couldn't get it to fall. And who was on the boards there again for us, Dr. I?
It was, again, Hannah is really doing what she needs to do.
I think a lot of the difference is the defense here. Oh, that's a nice runner.
That, I think, is the first basket scored by other than our big three.
Yeah, and again, that was a nice runner there she made. Gets past, nice screen on the ball, gets by into the lane, pulls up, hits that jumper. There's Hadjic down low. A little too strong. Rebound there by Campbell. The Rockets are out running. There's the kick out for the baseline jumper. And there we have it. There's Leah Kale with the 15-footer on the baseline. Nice shot. Now they got to settle one on defense. What do you think there, Dr. I?
I think that's exactly what Coach Deanna Trubeck did not want to see from the Rockets.
Oh, nice hustle play right there.
Great play by Marin Miller to control the ball.
Yeah, but that was a nice hustle there by Ella Kale to try to secure that ball. Looks like we have a loose ball foul here away from the ball. Not sure what the call was. It was on 23.
Was that on, that's on Hannah.
Call that on Hannah Garrison. That's 2 on her. Nothing to worry about yet. Looks like they're trying to get the ball inside. 2-man game going here. Rockets really stuffed that, but wow. That was a nice shot from the baseline. She was behind the backboard, I think, on that shot.
No doubt their most valuable player, not just in the game, but it seems like for the season.
There's a wide open look. Oh, look at the hustle. And one.
An old-fashioned three-pointer coming up.
Yep, the old-fashioned way. I'll tell you, what people don't always see is that the hustle there by Ella Kale, flying in from the weak side, knocking that ball loose, and then it was controlled by Layla Campbell. Goes up and gets fouled, and the basket. And as you said, the old-fashioned three-point play.
Hopefully she'll convert here and give a broader lead for the Rockets.
Unable to convert that,
a little
but still
too strong.
Rockets getting back. Miller with the take. And look at that rebound again by Kale. Pitch ahead to Layla. 2 points are in. 44-36.
It's that transition game that Coach Deanna was concerned about, and now it looks like
shot there
the rebounding battle is being won by the Rockets.
Quick shot by Lear. And then we got a timeout there by Coach Sowers. I was wondering if the Lions, if the Lady Tigers were going to call the timeout.
I was wondering the very same thing, Coach. 23 for Layla.
Wow, 23 for Layla.
And we're not even done with the third quarter yet.
I tell you, right there, she's just getting out and running the floor. Yeah. You know, that's somebody that just wants to score, wants to play. She's all on all the time.
No.
You know, you can't ask for anything more than that.
No question. I think Coach Sowers is definitely happy with the progress so far, and especially on the boards.
So, you know, the last couple of possessions, you could see, I think the Tigers pressed in a little bit, came down, a couple of quick shots, took a three-pointer, wasn't able to get it to fall, and the Rockets made them pay for that. So let's see what they put together here. Quick, nice cut there, get the ball inside, and there's 2.
Hadjic is still, she's lighting him up.
I tell you what, I think they've been most successful when they work through her. They need to get the ball into her. She can either score like that or then kick it back out. I believe the possessions, when she touches the ball, things work out better.
No doubt. And there you see her on defense. And again, you can see why she is player of the week last week and certainly a key part of the Lady Tiger team.
All right. Get it in. for the baseline shot.
Oh, there you go.
And we get the hometown shooters roll.
Yep. And that's the reason why Leah was named Player of the Year. I'm sorry, Ella.
Looks like we got a foul there on Addie Wagman. She was tussling there on the floor with Sydney Lear. Again, two players that really like to compete, get tied up there. They get the ball in. Miller with the ball. Got the ball screen, step back three, and it's just a little strong. Rebound by Layla, and she pitches ahead quick to Wagman. Kale a little strong. Oh, wow, that's going to – oh, no, yeah. No, that's the right
Tiger
call
ball.
by the officials.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yep. 2 minutes left here in the quarter. 10-point game. This is one of them possessions that I think is going to be critical. Miller coming down, crossing over, gets into the lane, just a little short. And again, a lot of hustle. Kale comes away with the ball. She's in the open court. And she drives, draws the foul. She'll be going to the line for 2.
Definitely why she's the Player of the Year for the league, and certainly why she's one of the leaders on this team as a senior, doing a fantastic job keeping the Lady Rockets in the game.
Yeah, back to what I was saying earlier. I think 1-2 possessions here. The Tigers come down and just forcing some shots up.
Yep.
Again, not getting the ball inside and getting that inside-out game. And the Rockets are cleaning up the boards, getting out in transition, making things happen. So 1 out of 2 there. We got 11-point lead, and the Tigers bringing it down. We got Miller, and coming
Great
from behind,
hustle.
and look at that. Ella Kale with just a beautiful play there.
And Coach, we have Layla Campbell on the bench taking a breather while Natalia Dabb has come into the game for her. And this is a great time for her to take a little bit of a break
Bring
and
her
be
in
ready.
the fourth quarter and be fresh. That ball is a little short there on the 3 by Kale. Miller's out in the open floor, and we're going to get a reach in there on Ella Kale. All right, so here she's coming back in. We're not waiting until the fourth quarter. So that's going to send Hannah Garrison to the bench, give her a little bit of a break. So
that's a good rotation by Coach Sowers to keep some fresh legs for the last.
Dab. There's a player control foul on number 14, Marin Miller.
Wagman and Leah Kale bringing the ball up from the backcourt. Looking to set the offense with Ella.
There's Campbell setting up inside.
Campbell, and there we go.
And she gets the soft touch, and that falls down. All right, so Miller picks up her dribble, looking to get the shot, kind of gets stuck. We get the quick timeout from the coach. Again, I think really feeling like they got to value these possessions.
No doubt.
13 points.
32 seconds to go in the third quarter. I don't want to say that it's make or break, but right now we're very close to that because at this pace, the Lady Rockets are really lighting it up, and that should trouble Coach Zubek.
Yeah, they got to come out of this timeout. I really think and really work the ball a little bit. You got to get a quality shot, whether it's a 2, 3, whatever it is, quality shot, and try to cut into this. They're going to do a quick trap off the inbound, still staying with that trap, and Layla Campbell comes up with it, and then there's a foul on Miller. That's 4 fouls on Miller.
Wow, that's a great sequence for Layla to force the turnover and to get the foul and to put Marin in a difficult position. I think this is going to be tough going down to into the stretch for Coach Zubek.
Looks like I don't know. I think she's going to get her here just probably for the end of this quarter. Just let her come over and get her mind collected. That fourth foul's big. That's tough. Got to be really tough. Tough as the player, tough for the team, but they got to work through it. So they need a stop right here, and the Rockets are going to be looking to keep things going. Layla with the drive, kicks it out, no good. Rebound there goes to. Oh, look at that hustle play, and Addie Wagner puts it in at the end of the quarter. They sneak up, get the steal, get the 2 points. 15-point lead for the Rockets as we head into the fourth quarter. Again, what a hustle play right there, Dr. I.
Well, that certainly gives a good margin for the Rockets, 53-38, and with Miller potentially on the bench to start the fourth quarter, this could be make or break 1 or 2 first minutes in the quarter.
Yeah, definitely. And they got the stop back there. The Tigers got the stop that they needed there with about 8 seconds left, got the rebound, bringing the ball up, and just a heads-up hustle play. I'm not sure who even knocked it loose. Then there was a struggle for the ball. The ball just kind of bounces over there. Wagner picks it up, puts the 2, makes that 2 points as the time runs out. And I'll tell you, if it wasn't bad enough, that's like that extra little
Yep, absolutely.
rubbing a little more salt into the wound.
Yep,
so
absolutely, Coach Louis.
That definitely hurts at the quarter break. So, but again, I tell you, it's rough out there. Got girls falling down here.
Again, it's playoff basketball. They're hustling. They know that this is it. The last 8 minutes of the season for them.
Yep. So, all right, Coach has brought Miller back in the game, playing with 4 fouls. So I'll tell you what, if I'm the Rockets, I'm going to go at her.
You're going,
I honestly,
going right to her, absolutely.
I would get the ball, get her isolated somehow in the post or something.
And the game plan on the defensive side seems to have worked. I think she only has 13 points, which is far, far below her average per game.
There's a nice rebound by the Rockets, cleaning up the glass. Still shooting. A little strong here. Rebound for the Tigers. Miller's out in the floor running. And with the take, switches it over. She's got to watch out there. Almost got another foul. Quick run out by the Rockets. And the bucket's good. And the foul on number 13. So that's Cameron Figured with the foul.
You can tell the Rocket faithful are happy, and you wouldn't know that we are in a sparse seating.
No, I'll tell you, it sounds like the gym's full.
I tell you, Coach Louis, it's really heartening to see fans and to see all of our athletes, but in particular our girls here playing a season. Just because of all that's been going on this past year, now that we've closed the full year under the pandemic conditions. And kudos to our staff for making sure we stay open, and the children, the students who followed our protocols to make sure that we're able to have a season.
And there's Miller with the 2.
There you go.
It looks like they're going to come out with some pressure, although she's got to be careful. And just back to the pandemic, I'll tell you what, this community and the students, they really need to be grateful for the leadership that you've provided to us getting through these difficult times. The ability to keep our schools open primarily, other than a couple of shutdowns.
Well, that's.
I just personally want to thank you for just being steadfast in holding us all accountable to maintaining, all the protocols so that we can keep our schools open for instruction. We can keep our athletes on the floor, keep them motivated, keep them feeling good. So I can thank you on behalf of, I think, a lot of people in this community.
It's a privilege to be here, and more importantly, it's great to be part of a great team in Spring Grove. And you can hear the crowd, a little bit of an over and back call that didn't quite agree.
There's a 3 for Miller. She's not done yet. There's a 3. That cuts it to 11, and Coach Sowers wants a timeout.
I definitely missed a little bit of excitement here to make it interesting for us. 6 minutes, 8 seconds to go.
Yeah, there's Coach Sowers. You guys can see him rallying his girls together here. Hey, let's get on the same page. Let's make sure we're finishing this game out. That's, I think, what he's saying. Let's calm down. Let's take good shots. Let's do what's got us here.
And I keep going back to Marin Miller. She is definitely putting the team on her shoulders, showing leadership, capable ball handling, and scoring when they need it. And you have to tip your hat to them, and they've got to be proud of their entire team.
Yeah, I believe she scored the last 5 points for them. I think things kind of started happening quickly, but yeah, you are right. She's really been the central focus here for the Lady Tigers, and you can see her just very strong-willed, fighting. But I just wonder if she might be really feeling a little tired. I mean, she's been battling though, so we'll see. This game's far from over. Little surge here by the Tigers, and they've made it a game again.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to pressure here with the inbounds, but now they're falling back.
No. Yep. So now you have to wonder, does Coach Stowers stick with the same, let's keep shooting and see what we do, or do we go into a little bit of a slowdown? Got a couple ball handoffs here, not in the four corners or anything.
No, let's hope
there's
not.
The 3 ball from Wagman.
There we go. Wagman
3 ball. There we
starting
go.
to come alive.
That's exactly what Coach Sowers drew up, I bet. Let's pass the ball around and get a wide open 3 and nail it. That's what they did. Oh, there's a nice take.
Another rebound by Hannah Garrison.
Yep. And I'll tell you what, Layla, whenever she sees a crease, she's taking it. And you can't be.
She has that quick step.
Words to really say.
She has a quick step to the basket with the ball, and definitely sure of herself. There's no doubt that she's going to drive.
Yeah, and that's just what that's a score. She gets the ball, she's got her head up, she's looking at what's there, and if you don't shut her down, she's going to take it all the way.
That's right.
Little Aaron on that free throw. We'll see if she can come back here on the second one, knock this one in, and there it is.
There you go.
All right. So just like that, we pushed it back up to 15. And here comes Miller. We got 2 girls on her. And, yeah, the referee says that she dribbled it off a rocket leg. I don't know, from my vantage point, it didn't see it that way, but we'll defer to the officials for that one.
And, Coach Louie, we have to hand it to the officials. They also had to struggle under unusual circumstances to have a season, and we're glad that they're here with us helping us officiate.
Yeah, I'll tell you, look at the defensive effort by the Rockets. I mean, they're coming out and doubling. So it's not one of these where we're going to sort of slow the game down.
Not at all.
They are bringing it.
That was Ella Kale knocking the ball out of bounds.
They're basically double teaming right off every pass almost. Yep, there it is. Double in the corner. Miller from way downtown, a little bit short, and that ball goes out of bounds. I understand she's the one that's going to probably need to put the ball in the net for them, but I don't know. That was probably a 25-foot shot there, maybe even more.
Definitely. I think it's a case of looking at the clock and counting down how much time they have left to score.
Well, Layla's going to take a 3 of her own.
And there's Hannah again with a rebound.
Hannah again gets blocked. Fights for that. Looks like it's off the Tigers. Going to stay Rocket ball.
And I think the game plan there is shoot the ball, pick up the offensive rebound, keep the ball out of Marin Miller's hands, and control the tempo of the game.
Look at that play right there, catching that. Oh, look at Wagman stealing that away. Can't convert. Look at him hustling back. And the coaches there for the Tigers weren't happy with that non-call.
Well, Coach, I have to admit, I haven't seen the replay, but that might have been a charge on Marin, so probably a non-call was the best option for them.
Yeah, it was right down here in front of us. The angle we have, it's a little hard to see, and I didn't see it on the replay either, but
Addison's on the line.
And she makes the
Building up
first
the lead.
one. So on the season here, Addison, 73% free throw shooter, 44 out of 60. She converts 1 out of 2 there. Rebound by Taylor Smith. Miller's coming back down. 2 Rockets guarding her. She gets out of the first one. Gets the ball inside. We got a block there by Kale.
Another defensive rebound by Hannah Garrison.
And the
up to
Rockets are
Addison.
on the run out. Wagman with
There
the
you
2. And the Tigers got 2 good shots there. They just couldn't convert them. And now there's not really a whole lot of offense being run by the Tigers. They're just looking to try to get some shots off. We have the air ball. We got the rebound there. And we're pitching ahead. Nice hustle there by Miller. What's the call? Okay, call was Spring Grove out of bounds. So that'll be the Tigers' ball. I'll tell you, it's tough. 63-45, 3:30 to go. Tell you, they are letting them play. They're letting them play,
Yes,
but we've
they
said
are.
that from the beginning. It's not like it just changed. It's been like that pretty much the whole game. You know, neither team really goes very deep, so I'm sure there's a lot of tired girls on both.
Well,
The Rockets play about 7 girls, and I think the Tigers play only 7.
No, but now they've thrown in a freshman. I think that's Samantha Shoemaker that's come in now to spell Hadachik.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, Hadachik is in.
No, Hadachek's still in there.
She's still in there, but
You talking about?
it looks like they're trying to get some fresh legs in there to help out.
Yeah, I think they
on this
need
fast-tempo
it.
game.
Now the Rockets looks like they're going 4 corners. They're going to have to come out and foul. And they get the foul there on Campbell. So if we look at the Rocket free throw shooters, well, if you're going to foul one, Layla's probably the one that you wanted to foul. So on the season, she's about 50% from the charity stripe. You don't want to foul the guards. So Leah Kale, Ella Kale, and Addie Wagman all above 70% from the free throw line. So that was the right decision there by the Tigers.
Coach, you mentioned the 4 corners offense or defense, however you want to term it. I have some statistics from way back in 1968, Atlantic Coast Conference tournament game in the semifinal. NC State beat number 6 Duke 12-10, which I think is what prompted the both the college and the NBA. Obviously predated it, but the NCAA shot clock.
Shot clocks. Wow, 12-10. Were they still playing 20-minute halves at that time?
I almost want to say it might have been an overtime game.
Or was that far enough back that they had to get the ball out of the peach basket every time? What year did you say that game was?
1968.
1968.
And since the shot clock, Monmouth beat Princeton 41-21 for another low-scoring game in the college, but that was since the advent of the shot clock in the college game. It was the a variation of the 4 corners that got Gettysburg to overcome Mechanicsburg in the playoffs, who eventually then fell to Our Lady Rockets.
Yeah, we at the end of that game, they were able to kind of go into that and delay that, and come away to get to that. Gettysburg was able to get to the championship game.
Well, with a 19-point differential right now, the Lady Rockets are on pace to eclipse the differential they had against Twin Valley, again here at Spring Grove, beat them by 24. And with a little over 2 minutes to go, they might be able to get to Northern York.
Rockets beat Lower Dauphin, then by 25, and then came back, beat Gettysburg by 15. So here we go. They got to get a bucket here. Got to get a bucket, and then they got to get some defense and get some fouls. See if they can close this out. Got to like that there's no quit. Still playing. There's a 3 ball from Miller. So she's not done. Quick timeout by Coach. So Can't really draw it up any better than that.
No,
Come out of the
absolutely.
timeout, get a 3.
She had a clean look right from the
Yep,
top
clean
of the
look.
key.
And she was firing. So, again, Miller there leading the Lady Tigers with 22 points there after that 3. And then for the Rockets, Layla Campbell with 28 on the night, followed by Ella Kale with 19.
Definitely the game plan that Coach Sowers wanted to see, along with a good defense. And even though Marin has been scoring for the Lady Tigers, definitely controlling the pace of the game.
Rockets looking to go deep, and there it was, exactly what I'm saying. And that's 30 points there for Campbell now. And, you take your biggest player, you put him out at half court, you throw the ball up, see what they can do. There's a 3 ball by Miller, the rebound by Kale. They chose not to foul her in the backcourt. She drives down, and that's a good hustle right there. Look at that. There's definitely no quit here in these Tigers. You got to like that. Sydney Lear, hustle him back. Had gotten beaten by Kale. Hustle back, knocks the ball out, and fortunately they couldn't cover it.
There's Hannah again with another
Look at
rebound.
that. Yep.
That's,
Sometimes you can't get it.
outstanding.
You tap it to another player.
Yep.
The Rockets are just moving the ball. And there you go. They were going at her to get the foul.
Right.
Coaches, hey, they look at the numbers and say, hey, if you can foul this player or that player, that's who we want to get.
And with a minute 34 to go, I think Coach Sowers is going to keep it conservative and be content with going to the free throw line.
There, that's what you like to see. When you know they're targeting you here late in the game, step up there, put that shot right through. Let's see if she can convert this second one. There it is. 2 real nice-looking free throws. So, after the last time not being able to convert, coming down this time, knocking them both down. But Miller's not done. She comes down, quick shot. But, when you're at this time in the game, you can't be trading baskets. It's great that they're able to come down and score, but if you don't get stops or if the Rockets don't miss the free throws, now you're just trying to keep pace.
Right. And you can only have so many fouls that you're going to be able to take on with your starters in the game, especially with Marin Miller.
Yeah, and now the Rockets are in the double bonus. There's 10 team fouls. So Coach Jubeck's back there with her team. She's still coaching them up. They're still competing, still playing. You got to like to see that.
Absolutely. And these are great young ladies and a great coach leading them. And with the success they've had at district level, that they're bound to break out into the state tournament some year.
Yeah, like a lot of girls coming back for both teams. Heck, we might see them again next year.
There you go, another foul.
Yep.
Fouling Layla Campbell.
So you see what Coach is doing there. She's subbing offense and defense. So she's calling the timeout after the made shot. She's pulling Miller out so that Miller doesn't have to give up the foul. Gets the foul and subs it right back in. That's good coaching. Protecting your leading scorer who's got 4 fouls and still making sure you're able to give it up quick. And there Campbell.
There you go.
Making the last 3 in a row here from the free throw line. Let's see if she can make it 4 for 4. She's just adding to her scoring tonight.
Well,
just remarkable.
And with that bucket, Coach Louie, this is the 6th time that the Rockets have gone at 70 or more points scored.
I'll tell you, that's just impressive. And then to do it in the state tournament. And then we got a jump ball. Again, the Rockets haven't quit either. There's Wagman really just going up there and saying, hey, you hold that ball out in front of me like that, I'm going to take it from you.
That's right. And with a minute to go.
Miller's got the ball. She's taking the 3, and it's off. And they're hustling. There's
shot.
Is he?
She got her from beat.
And is he
the
giving her
side.
3 free throws on that? I believe he is. I think he said that was an attempted 3. We'll get the call here from him. I believe 3 shots. So, yeah. And that's the one thing that you don't want to do is foul somebody shooting a three.
Well, and at this point, you still want to show some control at the end of the game, and I'm sure that when Coach Sowers breaks down the game film.
This is Sydney Lear, again, who has been a key player for them. You know, a lot of talk tonight about Miller, but Lear she's done her share of contributing tonight as well.
Last week she had 15 against Central Mountain.
And then you got to like that. Come up to the line, hit 3 in a row like that. You know, that's just good composure, staying with it. Kale gets out of the corner there.
And it looks like she's going to hang on to the ball.
Look at that.
And there you go.
I don't
Just
think
like
they
that,
have any
there's a turnover.
timeouts left, though. And that's really, I hate to say it, but what you don't want to do. You do not want to foul the other team. Give them a chance to put points on the board. Oh, no, they're not shooting yet. That's only the 6th foul. Oh, that's Wagman's fouling out there.
Yep.
I didn't,
And
I
gets
must
a
haven't
hand
been
of
paying attention to
appreciation.
that because I didn't even see that. You know, and she's I'm sure frustrated by that. But you know what? Sometimes, as hard as she's been playing, how many loose balls has she been getting after?
Right.
I'll tell you, Dr. I, she was all over the place tonight. It wasn't her best scoring night, but she contributed in all kinds of other ways.
A rebound and a
Hadacek
bucket
with
by
the putback.
Hadacek. That's
Yep.
right. She, I think, has been an underrated player tonight for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah.
And certainly, and Hannah Garrison, another one that has been solid under the basket, both on the offensive rebound as well as on the defensive side.
Yeah, I mean, it was a well played game by both teams. It was just that first and third quarter, Spring Grove was able to come out really and just enforce their will against the Lady Tigers. And now Coach Sowers is gonna sub some of his players out. Yep, bringing the starters out.
Much the delight of the hometown crowd.
Yeah, I tell you, that's a good feeling when you're winning the game. Here you are in the state tournament. You're up. You get time to get some of those. Get your starters out. Give them that chance to be recognized, and you get some of these younger kids in with some time to play. And there, a quick 2, and then a timeout by
quick
Coach.
Timeout, right.
You know, a lot of people might say, why is she calling a timeout now with 15 seconds left, down by 14? You know what? She's got a young group, and she's got to keep coaching them up.
Absolutely.
And
and
so
you know what?
You don't ever want to complain about a coach that's coaching kids.
That's correct. And certainly with the success that they have enjoyed these last 5-6 years, she's definitely doing something right. And good for her, good for the Hollidaysburg team. And we're glad that both teams had an opportunity to play this year, and certainly under these conditions, but definitely to be in the Elite Eight. And now with opportunity to get into the Final Four of the 5A tournament.
15.1 seconds away from getting into that Final Four. And look at that.
There you go.
Miller with the steal.
Again.
With the steal, but
You're
really
right, she's
nowhere
not
to
done
go. And she gets the shot off and gets fouled. So again, with 7.5 left, they get the ball into Miller. She makes a few moves, leans in, gets the shot off, gets the foul. Let's see if she can convert the 2. Just a little strong on that. You can just see from her reaction. Just a little frustrated. Oh, that's a nice rebound there for the Rockets by number 12, Victoria
Miller
Beck.
with the steal
Miller
and
gets
the drive and the last bucket of the game.
That basket's good. And so there we have it, a final score, 71-59. Your Rockets are coming away with the victory, moving on to the Final Four. But, you know, nice to see the Tigers compete to the end. Miller gets that steal, gets that shot to fall, and
a great way to finish off the game and the season for her and for her teammates. We're very proud of our Lady Rockets for getting this far and moving on in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Dr. I, we really couldn't have drawn up a better game. Hard fought, both teams playing hard, getting after balls. just coming out to compete. The Rockets got on that big first quarter push, got that big lead. You're thinking, dude, this could be over. I'll tell you what, came out in that second quarter, and the Lady Tigers, they pushed right back, and we were, what was a 1-point game at the half?
Right. And they actually took the lead shortly after the half, and again, hats off to them and their coaching staff, as well as the entire team for coming down and really giving a tough Rocket team a very tough game. We're very proud of our Lady Rockets moving on, and we're going to confirm at some point our next opponent. That was just announced, to confirm the opponent and when the game is going to be played and where. Very excited about Lady Rockets moving on into the Final Four and extending the season, and we're very thrilled for them, for Coach Sowers and the rest of our Rocket team.
Yeah, so as we kind of close out the broadcast here, we'll give you a little recap of some of the stats from both teams. Dr. I, you want to give a little bit of an update here on the Lady Tigers?
Yes, Cameron Figured finished with 6 points. Sydney Lear with 7. Marin Miller, 27 points. Just a phenomenal effort on her part. Taylor Smith with 6. Allison Hadachik with 13, although as many times as we called her name, I thought that she had scored double that, quite frankly.
Yeah, I mean, she was really involved, and maybe is not the one that gets all the notoriety, but she was fighting hard. I'll tell you what, when the ball went through her, the Rockets had a hard time because they had to send 2 defenders at her, and she did a good job of finding other players.
Absolutely.
So only 13 points in the book, but there's a lot of other statistics that she really was what brought tonight.
That's right. How about the Lady Rockets, Coach Louie?
So the Rockets tonight, Leah Kale with 2 points, Addison Wagman with 8, Ella Kale with 19, Hannah Garrison with 8. And leading the way for the Rockets with a big performance, Layla Campbell with 34 points and 15 rebounds to go along with that. And I'll tell you, she was just all over the floor tonight.
No doubt. She was leading the team. She was bringing the ball up a few times. And I want to make a similar comparison to Allison Hadachik from the Visitors. As many times as we called Hannah Garrison's name, again, only 8 points. But we say only, but quite frankly, it's the difference in the momentum, the flow of the game, and certainly I think her rebounds came, if not bunched up, they came at the right time to keep the offense going.
A lot of key times where she was getting those rebounds, kicking that out, contributing to some of those other scores. So again, just a really good game tonight by both teams. In the end, the Rockets with the strong second half performance just proved to be too much for the Lady Tigers. And as they walk away tonight with a 71-59 win, and they move on to the Final Four here in the PIAA 5A Championship Tournament.
And Coach Louie, thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you this evening. We are thrilled to have brought this live streaming opportunity to watch our Lady Tigers move on in the tournament. We ask our fans and our high school students to pay attention to announcements probably through our website and our social media outlets about our next game, opponent, location, and time to be determined. And we're excited about the progress that our team has made, and we congratulate the Lady Rockets, and we're thrilled to have brought this broadcast to our community.
Yeah, so again, on behalf of the student crew here, the SG Live crew, Dr. Ioannidis, I'm Mr. Ben Louie. We thank you for joining us. Congratulations to the Spring Grove Rockets. And so we're going to be signing off, so have a good evening, and look forward to seeing you next time.